Okay, hello, my name is Innchong, and today we are with Elizabeth Hoff. So for her, she actually is a business owner at a Sand Alchemist, and she's actually an author of Sensation, Why Sand Makes Sense, and she actually impacted millions of people right through her aromatherapy and even sense marketing. So today we are very honored to actually have her today to actually share with us more about her entrepreneurship journey. So without further ado, I will be actually asking her a question. So what makes you go into entrepreneurship?
Well, it started off with my profession as I was a hotelier. Okay, so I studied hotel management when I graduated as a management in hotel management, and I was working in a hotel line for like almost maybe 15 years. Yeah, in the space where I learned a lot about from the front end to the back end and in the sales as well. But then there come to be a time when I thought about what my future will be. That was in my early 30s. And I said, do I want to continue knocking on doors and earn money for people even after 5 years, 10 years? I think if I don't start now, I may not have the chance and I may regret for the rest of my life not getting out of this situation, right? Because whenever you are working for people, you are always having a fixed salary and you are dependent on people whether they give you a raise or not, even if you are very good in your work. But it also is very dependent on your superior. If they like you, or would the situation allow you to have more money than you can imagine? And my answer is no, it won't. It won't. Whenever you work for people, you don't have the ability to rise above anything. So I started to think about being an entrepreneur, because if I start a business, I am in control of my destiny. Even I fail or I succeed, at least I try.
Agree.
Right? So at that time, in fact, in my early 30s, I was fresh out of a divorce. I was a single mom, and I had about my son was about 5, 6 years old. At that time, I was thinking, since I have the custody of my son, and if I continue working how I'm working, traveling and working long hours, will he grow up without a parental guidance, a proper one? So I said, it's now or never, because there's nothing to lose. I gave myself a buffer of 6 months. If I don't succeed, I don't think there will be any lack of jobs in the market for me. So I said, I have to do it, and I cannot say I work part-time and I work this, it doesn't gel, because if you're in the business and the clients don't see you having skin in the game or being fully committed to doing what you do and wanting a piece of that action, then they will not trust you to know and give you the projects. And so I decided to quit my job and do full into the business. Yeah. So this allows me a few things. Allow me to actually get the opportunity to earn more. All right, and the ability to be more flexible in my time, so that I could actually design a life for myself that I could have time for my son, right?
Agree.
And also have time for my own personal growth, and also my aspiration to be a successful business entrepreneur.
Yeah. So I think that maybe because entrepreneurship you have your circumstances, but
Yes.
you actually have a compelling reasons to actually go into full entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
So just to actually ask you the next question is, what do you think of the top three most important values, right, as an entrepreneur,
Well,
and why is it?
well, the values of an entrepreneur are numerous. Okay, top three, you must have the resilience. Okay, resilience means that you know that whatever circumstances it is, you're not going to call it quits. Okay, you're going to think of ways to actually make it work. Okay, the resilience is very important, and resilience of course entails a lot of things as well in that word itself. Resilience means that you have the patience and you have the perseverance and you have that kind of passion to see that this will work for you. But it is also important to choose something that you are really passionate about. And besides that passion, it has to come with a purpose. Alright? With passion and purpose in alignment, that resilience will be very strong. Okay? And then, the second value I would say in an entrepreneur is be also able to understand that business is not something that that is always fixed, right? You must have that flexibility to move with the tides.
Okay.
Move with the tides. So you always must be aware of the situation, aware of your relationship with your clients. Be aware of what is the trend and what is your competition. Okay, and so with that awareness, it also allows you to vision what's your next move. Okay, so actually, if you ask me about the values, it's very hard to put in.
Because there's too many.
That's a lot of things. But of course, when you are having the resilience, the awareness, and you also must have the ability to help yourself with, I think the values would be integrity. Okay, integrity. I find that if a person do not have integrity, whatever business or whatever they do, they will not be able to get the trust from their clients. Okay, if their integrity, so called, what is inside integrity is like you're not true to yourself.
Okay.
You know, you do not mean what you say. You actually cheat your clients. You compromise in your quality. You compromise in that service. Okay, that kind of integrity is so important, because without integrity, and you just have the angle of making a lot of money, and then as a result compromise on the kind of the quality and service your client is expecting of you, you'll never be able to be successful in anything.
Understand.
Yeah.
Agree. But I think that in entrepreneurship scenes, right,
Yes.
there will be a lot of challenges.
Yeah.
So what are the challenges that you face, and actually how do you overcome it?
Okay, there are lots of challenges, you're right. Okay, challenges sometimes could stem from self motivation. Okay, if the entrepreneur sometimes they got themselves out of the corporate world, all right, then they're on their own already. If you by yourself do not have a group of people to aid you on and motivate you, then you can end up into in a valley where you don't actually have the ability to rise above, right? So you need to work on yourself. Okay, the challenges is how do you keep yourself motivated? How do you make yourself encourage yourself to do a bit more, to actually get yourself out there, get up, dress up, and show up, right? Yeah. So this is one thing of working on yourself first. That's a challenge. Then of course the surrounding as well, your environment. Besides yourself, you have to put yourself in a space where you are in a place where you're surrounded by positive people. All right. If you are not able to surround yourself with positive, successful people, then the tendency of being sucked into negativity is very high as well. Okay, so positive people will encourage you at the same time and also give you an added support. It could be in terms of moral support. It could be in terms of giving you some leads, referrals, and stuff like that. So an entrepreneur cannot live by an island by itself. It needs to form a community. So for me, I cannot just like go to work and stay at home, go to work and stay at home. I have to actually expand my social network. And to expand social network must be also be selective, okay, and discerning. You must be discerning on what social network you want to surround yourself with. Is it important? It is definitely important. So I will spend time when I feel that I will learn things from the people I spend time with. You know, it can be your mother, your father, because they have years of experience. It can be grandmother. In fact, I learned a lot from my grandmother, even though she may be a housewife for many, many years. But there are a lot of things when you spend time with older folks, you get that kind of golden nuggets from them that you'll never be able to get from other people. And they will not be dishonest with you. They will tell you right from the heart. You know, they won't be having to sugarcoat anything, right? But they tell you from the experience and how they see things. So I think, yeah, I do spend time with people I think I could learn from, and people whom I want to actually perhaps also help as well. Sometimes in order to overcome certain circumstances, you have to help people with the same circumstances as you too.
Oh, agree.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you can help someone who's facing the same issue as you learn from what you do to that person. Okay?
Agree.
So this will be a second thing. Right? The third challenges, of course, is always having a competition. Okay? It's not that competition is no good. Competition allows you to to actually be motivated to do more. To beat the competition, you always have to think of a step ahead. Okay? And never allow yourself to go on a price war. Because if you go on a price war, it not only hurt yourself but the industry as a whole. And you put everybody down. And who is going to survive? No one. No one. If you're going to charge $100 and I beat you to it because I want to get a piece of business, I charge $50. Guess what? You are not going to let go of your piece of business, and without thoughts you go another 25%. Will you be able to last? Will you be able to sustain?
Very hard.
Very hard. So never go on price war, but go on value-added things that you can give your customer. Go on things that your customer cannot get from your competition. Right? Give your customer more than what they pay for. In terms of your knowledge, in terms of things that you can enrich their lives with, be so able to touch them on a level that they feel compelled to support you. Alright? And always be in touch with your customer, because in the corporate world out there, there's always a lot of people moving out of their jobs and replacing with new people. So the establishment of relationships can never end. You have to constantly renew it and to actually see what else you can do beyond what you can provide as a service. Yeah.
Understand. I think that right now is in an era of a lot of young entrepreneurs, but I think that you have vast experiences. So do you have any advice for them?
Yeah, I think I do want the young people to know that do not just go for money. Okay? Do not just choose something because it pays well. Choose something because it is something that moves you with a purpose other than just the money. Because anything you do can make money as long as it adds value. But you have to find something that connects with you. Okay? Because if it connects with you and it is so much your passion, you will have to, even if it doesn't pay you, you will still do. That would be what you should be going for. Okay? That is what you want to do, because on hard times, you will never say die. Okay? You will actually recall how you have done this, and all the satisfaction you get from it will be your why. Yeah, and that is the reason that sustain you in this. Yeah.
Understand. So actually, there's because for right now, right, there's maybe there's a lot of misunderstanding that actually entrepreneur usually they will have a very lonely journey. Yeah, so but actually, just to ask you as an entrepreneur, right, do you have your happiest moment? Like, what is your happiest moment?
Uh, yes, of course. There are many happy moments in my entrepreneurship. Is like getting the first sale, right? No matter how small, it's like ooh, first sale, or even not the first sale. It could be first appointment with a coveted client. You know, meeting somebody that you have been wanting to meet for the longest time, or able to open doors to that company that you've been working hard on. Yeah. So those are happy moments, and there are a collection of happy moments in this. Yeah.
Amazing.
It's your first sale, first customers, or overcoming objections of the most difficult client, right?
No matter how small it
No
is.
matter how small it is, you're able to kind of get them into your the way you actually explain and believe. You actually engage them, and they believe you and trust you. Yeah.
Amazing. But just to actually ask you another curious question. If
Yes.
today time can rewind, right,
Yeah.
maybe 10 to 20 years back, so what would you do differently?
Oh, so many things, but I don't think I would have any regrets, because everything I do, even mistakes or failures, are actually lessons that I learn. The biggest mistake is never learn from your own mistakes, okay, and continue to make the same mistakes. So I would not reverse anything, because I am who I am because of the mistakes I have done or encounter, but I learned from it. If I have been like reverse and think that I may not have done this, then I will not have that learning and that accumulation of that knowledge of how to reverse that situation if it comes now. Yeah.
Because of circumstances.
Because of circumstances, and I know that every piece of puzzle in the lives will eventually fit in and form the big picture. You know, usually you will see that big picture when you're about to pass on. You know, you just have to take every piece at a time and not give up. Don't give up. The last thing you want to tell yourself is destroy the entire puzzle. And don't take any of these puzzle as important, because this piece of puzzle fit in because of this. See, when I had cancer, it was not the end of the world for me. You know, even though it could be terminal if I could not overcome it, but having cancer also made me realize that health is very important. You know, health should not be taken for granted, and that propels me to be even better than who I am now in helping others overcome their difficulties and circumstances, because I have a point in life where I was so low, that I almost died, and you cannot take that away from me, because if people do not understand you and do not feel you, because they think that you're so successful, but actually there were times when you are really very sad and miserable, and you think the whole world falls apart. But this is the low point where you can rise above all, and this is where people actually take you and know you in a way with your story that touches them.
Agree.
See, so this is a part where a lot of people try to just show the best part of themselves. You know, how strong they are, how successful they are, and how unbeatable they are. But the moment they show, I think the sign of weakness, it is when you're most powerful.
Agree. I think the sign of weaknesses is sometimes because you're too strong at a lot of different points in life.
I guess, yeah, I guess so. But you see, a lot of people don't understand that if you don't fail, you never appreciate success
Agree.
when it comes. Yeah.
Okay, so I think that when we are actually talking about overcoming a lot of different fears, but I think that right now, a fear is very prevalent in the entire world right now. It's actually fear of judgment that that younger entrepreneur right they're actually facing.
Yeah.
So if you were them, like how would you overcome that?
Well, I will always tell them why let people's judgment dictate how you perform and you feel, right? I know it's harder said than done because you are so conscious about what is being said, right? But when you recollect, well, if all these things that you take in mind doesn't make you a better person, right? If it does make you a better person, thank them. Correct or not?
Yeah.
So because if they think that you cannot speak well, then maybe this is your motivation for you to learn from a better speaker and practice until you speak so well that you actually show your naysayers aside. Am I right?
Okay.
Okay. So any negative feedback, when you take it in a positive light, it actually serves as a stepping stone to rise above.
Okay.
Yeah. So negativity can affect you, but you must actually have a lot of self confidence. You know, you must tell yourself, I am better, I can be better, and I will be better. Okay, never let people pull you down, because those are the people that they themselves want to tear people down in order to push themselves up. Are you going to let them have that satisfaction? Okay, so if you're ever down and out, you should actually use a tool that I always use, and that is use a tool of a motivate to actually inhale and give yourself time out and inhale the nature's essence to fill your senses and let it inspire and motivate you, because this one can actually help you go into your bloodstream, fire you up, and allow you to bulletproof yourself against negativity. If you don't believe me, try it. It works. Yeah.
Understand.
Yeah.
So I think that another thing is, as an entrepreneur, right?
Yeah.
Capital or even connections, right, is utmost very important. Okay, but what if today, right, some case study, someone that is very young, do not have a capital, do not have connections, but this person would ask you for advice. What advice would you give this person?
Actually, connection and advice. Okay, depends on what the person really want to do, right? If I have that kind of network and connections, I will try to match them up and help that person connect with the people that will be able to help them, right? Or if there's no capital, no, doesn't mean that you have capital you will succeed as well. There are a lot of people having a lot of money but don't know how to spend it. But if you have a good business proposal, and that proposal is something that you have thought through and know in your gut feeling is going to make money, or it's going to be successful, put that proposal in writing, because if you put it in writing, you have the thoughts process going through. If you yourself cannot believe it worked, do you think other people will believe it?
Definitely.
So if your thought processes is thorough and able to be thought through in all things in the business proposal, then share it with the media or people that you trust. Okay, people you trust and have been successful before may be able to guide you and help you through that. So usually, if your idea is super, super good, and that person who's successful can see through it, do you think that person will not actually invest in you? Yeah, it's very likely that that the person will invest in you if they can see your drive, the passion, the kind of power you hold in your hands, that the determination that this is going to work because you have thought through. Okay, and if you can do that, why not? I believe there's possibility.
Understand.
Okay, yeah.
So actually, the next question is that right now a lot of people are looking for instant gratification. So what do you think this thought process? What do you think of this thought process?
Well, instant gratification will depends on what kind of instant gratification that person is looking for. Make your gratification able to be not too expensive in a way that will blow your whole month's budget. Okay, that instant gratification could be, well, you manage to close a client. Maybe you can buy yourself something you like to eat.
Okay.
Correct? And that is instant gratification. It doesn't need to be an expensive restaurant or anywhere, but something that you like to eat, and that is your gratification. Make that gratification something of your favorite thing, but it doesn't have to blow your budget.
I understand.
Yeah. So, but if your instant gratification by closing this 10,000 sale, you go and book yourself a big car loan. That's not wise, because your gratification will turn it very, very fast into a lot of despair and desperation. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that would be my advice. Yes, instant gratification is necessary to give yourself a reward that you have achieved certain milestones. All right, but be measured in that gratification.
Understand.
Yeah.
So the next question is actually I believe entrepreneur will definitely have their own vision. So just curious, what's your vision for yourself or for the community?
For myself or the community, my vision. My vision is for myself is that I would be someone that could mentor millions of people in getting them be who they can be, to the best of their version of themselves. Okay, and at the same time having the tools and processes in place that I actually put in my digital marketing stuff that they can learn, and enable them to use it to improve themselves, and lay a legacy for generations to come. So this is my vision. Of course, my vision always tied with health and wealth. Okay, what is wealth without health? Okay? You don't want to be like the next Steve Jobs. Okay, you want to actually have the ability to invest in your health, at the same time create that kind of wealth that you have and can last for generations upon generations. Okay. Yeah.
But you are actually talking about health and wellness, right?
Yes.
So as an entrepreneur, sometimes you need to actually spend a lot of late nights and burning midnight oils. So what kind of health advice, right, would you give to this group of people?
Okay. There are I always teach about the wellness pyramids. Okay, and it starts with the foundation of eating right. Okay, you are what you eat. So if you are what you eat, be more discerning in what you put into your body, because whatever you choose to put in your body is going to either bring up the health or deplete your health. Okay, so I would say that in this day and age, you can no longer just maintain your 3 or 4 meals diet in good food and healthy food anymore. You must choose the right supplements, and it should be whole food supplements. And it should be supplements that has been infused with essential oils that I have been on for the past 5 years. And whatever I have done, I think it's really helping me reverse my aging process as well. So eating right is first step and first foundation to wellness. Second step is always have an exercise regime that you can be committed to. So I would urge you to actually get yourself out of the couch potato syndrome, okay, and to be able to move your body and lift your consciousness up to allow your body to move from in all parts, you know. So join either a gym. If you don't like a gym, go for outdoor. Go walk in the park. Go do Tai Chi, go do yoga, go have swim and stuff like that. Whatever you like, but it has to be part of your lifestyle. Okay, at least 3 to 4 times a week. You must have some cardio workout if you possibly can. All right. So that is the second step. The third step is to have enough rest and to be able to manage your stress. Okay. Now, even though sometimes your sleep might be compromised, but you can make it up and sleep more. There's something called a sleep bank, okay? If you know that you have deprived yourself for 2 or 3 nights of late nights, then you must actually make time to make it up, all right? Because then the body can actually help to restore and regenerate new cells. But I always have this saying is like, if you do not diffuse essential oils while you're sleeping, you would have wasted your sleep. Because with every breath you inhale while you're sleeping, you're introducing these essences that is going into your body and help you restore and regenerate new cells, healthy ones. Okay, so that's the third step to the wellness pyramid. The last step is actually reduce toxic load. What is toxic load? It could be the air we breathe, the water we drink, and the food we take in. Now we are not living in in a countryside anymore where you have pure air, you have clean water, and you have actually very organic food, right? We are living in a city, so be real. Whether you choose or not, you are definitely going to inhale toxic gases from the fumes from the traffic, right? And you're going to actually drink in water that actually has been contaminated with all kinds of minerals, not just minerals, but toxins, okay? Can be chemicals that is not necessarily good for your body. And then you are also in the processed food world, where everything you eat has or some kind of plastic inside, okay? And we are some generation where we tapao food, okay? So tapao food with a hot heated food on your styrofoam plastic container, there are going to be leaches into petrochemicals into your food. So for everyone, one advice is please check the food you eat. Reduce that kind of toxins you can have in your body, and drink lemon or any citrus oil in water that that has the label to say that it can be used internally. So every day, without fail, at least 10 to 12 drops in a glass of water. Each time, 1 to 2 drops. Drink it, because that will actually help you flush out your toxins, petrochemicals especially. And that will not burn your stomach, okay? Don't be stupid and think that it will burn your stomach, okay? Your stomach is not made of plastic, okay? And the other thing is, look at your personal care products, your shampoo, your hair care, home care, your toothpaste, oral care. All these things will load into your system. As long as it goes into your skin, it goes into your bloodstream, it goes into the whole body. So if you want to reduce toxic load, choose products that actually does not have the 12 chemical ingredients that is cancer causing. And if you want to know what, you can Google. You can easily Google the 12 toxic ingredients personal care products should not have. And you will be able to learn. We are living in a world of information. Choose information that will improve your health. And these are these information that you should look out for, and not other videos that waste your time. You know, when you choose information, select them more discerningly, you are going to promote better health and wellness for yourself. And at the same time, choose videos or things. Now we're in a day and age where you only watch videos, you don't even read anymore. But you can read, it's very good. But if you choose to be audio or visual, be more visual, then choose videos that send you positive messages. Okay? You do not want to get in all these negativity inside you. Not even a single bit. I will not allow negative people surround me. The moment they surround me, I will leave. I'll leave the space whenever, as soon as I can, okay? Or I create a bubble, a protection, okay? To actually tell myself this is the behavior I will not want to manifest or want to be around, and I want to protect myself against negativity. Okay.
So we have come to the end of the entire Q&A session. So I believe that very great pleasure to actually have Elizabeth time, and would like to. If you guys got any question about essential oil, you guys can actually find Elizabeth Ho. And I think that you guys actually get tons and tons of value just by learning from her positiveness and stuff. And we are stay tuned for more content updates, because we're actually building a positive communities to actually impact people that hopes to be an entrepreneur.